introduction to self. So now that you are self-aware, you know who you are. The next thing is now self-development. In that self-development, it is not every knowledge that you need. There are some certain knowledge that are useless. That's why you have lecturers. You know what the lecturers will go online, sieve out the nonsense from all the things that you consume, and tell you this is just what you need for your 100 level. How many is it? Your 200 level, they give you another one. 200 level, they give you another one. 400 level, they give you another one. 500 level, they give you another curriculum. At the end of your stay in university, you are now refined. You are now being developed to solve problems in medical field. So your knowledge is not just haphazard, your knowledge is structured. So if your knowledge is not structured, it cannot profit you. I tell you. Sir, when you are planting a seed, cultural practices, management practices, you plant the seed, they tell you that okay, there is a time to mulch, there is a time to weed, there is a time to apply herbicide. There are some kind of herbicide you apply when you just plant the seed. There are sometimes you put fertilizer, NPK, maybe 1 week and 3 weeks later you apply another again. Am I making sense? For example, in medicine, always good at doing science. Who's the department is there? Mass cover. Philosophy, I mean. Okay. So when a woman is pregnant, they check that they have 3 trimesters, right? So you have the first month. So she goes for antenatal. Why she goes for antenatal? The doctor is allowing her to go through a structured process. That okay, madam, we are going to give you this first. When you are done with this, we'll give you another one again. That's why your lecturer will not teach you what is supposed to teach you in 400. There are some lecturers you will not see them in 100 months, you get to find out yet. True or false? Because their knowledge, you need to go through a certain level of knowledge first. Understand the basics so that when you get to 400 level, you can understand what they are teaching. Some of you stop going for all those. You know those conferences where you see say we were doing a business event day. So the guy they invited was he's a big man. So they invited the guy. So when you look at the people the man was talking, those people don't even understand what he's saying. You know why? Because that's why as a public speaker, who wants to be a public speaker here? Your first thing you must do when you want to speak to an audience, maybe diversity, is called audience analysis. Analyze your audience. How many of you have seen this before? I used to address now. I dress to look like the people I'm coming to. The rest is not like your level. Because I want to break what is called cognitive dissonance in communication. Master, am I correct? I don't have master. I don't want to say this. Yes, because in communication, cognitive dissonance. That's why you as believers must understand. It's not example saying, you see, the Bible said, you calm down small. We're already in a very wise book. And sometimes take permission because imagine all the people there are Muslims. The moment you worship Jesus, you are created what is cognitive dissonance. They don't want to do anything to sin. I'm not this at all. So by the time you say, I read a very good book, the Bible, I read a very historic book, the Bible is historic. I read a very wise book, the Bible is wise. I read a very
interesting, fascinating.
In fact, there was a story of a man that once lived on this earth. Oh, sometimes when I want to teach on emotional intelligence, I want to say I read a story of a kid who was so excited and then he asked his daughter to ask him of anything. Then the mother now went to say, you should give it again. There are Muslims that they don't understand what we are saying. All those times now, there are Muslims, I know them. Most of meetings, I will see that there was one from Kano State, she was there. So she attends every of my meetings. I met her in Kano once. This one made her really normal. Have you been to a place where Muslims are seated? You are not a Muslim. I was born a Muslim, yeah. But those guys are Muslim. They could not go. They forgot to learn. I'm not joking. I wasn't preaching the gospel, sir. I was only teaching business. But by the time I say, you see, your business, you're supposed to be more excellent. Like you be part of your the church shall be like it. So I won't put jobs. I say you're supposed to be getting better and better. So some of them now come and say, sir, this the way you are talking. You are used to quote Bible. I said, which you are quote Bible? Yes. Because we are light of the world, sir. So when all men must seek for thee like Jesus, it means that what you have is universally accepted. Your value, you must develop it. Let me just enter out. You must develop it to the point where it becomes universally accepted. That's why the global stage is not a state. The global stage is a standard. It is a culture. It is a practice. I hope you know that. For example, there are some of you when you go to a particular nation and you come, it's already a turn off. I hope you know. That's why some of you should not say that guy is not respectful. It's not true. There was another person that this one was even in access. I think in corporate space. She's in Access Bank. Access Bank CEO, the one that died in plane crash, in helicopter crash. About thank you very much, sir. About the guy sacked a lady because she called him Mr. Albert. He said, Mr. Albert, there and then he sacked her. You know why he sacked her? He said, because she means that all the time he spent in grammar school, she didn't learn anything. Because they are taught that in this organization, you call people by their first name. For example, Daniel, Kate, Shalom. But you see, in this our African context, I'm already teaching cultural intelligence. In this our African context, we now know that, okay, we call people by the respect. For example, now you can't call an elder here that it's big one. You can't call it this or say. Do you know that when I was going to African Center for Leadership Strategy and Development Policy time, when I put it, the man, I used to go to me there. How do they call old men here? He said, Ose. And we go, Ose, big Osa. Do you know what I'm doing? You are trying to make them accept you.
Yes.
Am I making sense? So when you are in a room, you behave like room. That's what cultural intelligence means. You see the Bible. When you are in a room, behave like room. When you are in Jews, behave like Jews. That's why at the point, Paul said, oh God, you know I'm a Jew. He was telling, is it which king was it? Which high priest or which king was it talking? So I also you don't say, me and be Jewish. When they were flogging him, and we have also come, not be saying that even me, I be Jew like now. Okay, so when you are there are some certain places you behave like, but when you are certain places, but never lose your identity. Am I making sense? So the knowledge you with. Do you know that this guy is agricultural economics? Is anybody who study any other agricultural course again? What's your department? Okay, agricultural. Now imagine those I studied animal science. Our knowledge are not the same. My own degree is animal science, his own degree is agricultural economics. The knowledge I have is not the same knowledge he has. So I went through a structured system of learning. That's excuse me. That structured system of learning that I went through is what made me an animal scientist. So it's about who I'm becoming. So at the end of the day, I can look at it today, even if I don't do agriculture, I can still understand some things in animal sciences. So your knowledge has to be structured if it must profit you. Am I making sense? Structured knowledge. That's why mentorship is very important. When your pastors preach to you, what they're doing is that they're giving you structured knowledge. Because when you go to the Bible, you are now wondering, which one is salvation? But they have, through hard work, diligence, they will say, when it has to do with the issue of wealth and abundance in the kingdom, let us see all the things that we do at this your level. I hope you know that in the next 5 years, me and you will not be having this conversation again. There's a higher level of conversation we are now going to start having. It's not going to be the issue of self-awareness. Because what if the people are self-aware? What are you not going to teach them? Am I making sense now? There's something you are taught in 100 level. For example, now if you go to 100 level and they are teaching you, not be what even you could share today for class, like they don't go to regard me. Say, you know how many years I don't spend for this? 5 years I talk to me anyhow. Am I making sense? Me granted like this. They say you go back to SS1 or you go back to 100 level. Are you seeing now? So this knowledge is in stages. Now, I told you that the first knowledge that you need when you want to become a great person is the introduction to self. I told you the book you want. Any book that has to do with understanding potential, understanding maximizing potential, releasing your potential by Dr. Maisboro, or any other one, don't look for them. Read those ones. It's not the first, don't go and look for finance. Leave finance first. You know what I said? Leave finance. Leave relationship building first. Yes. If they want to connect, want to network. It's good, but leave those ones. That's not the first thing. The first knowledge. Let me ask this question. If somebody is to come to this place now, and he calls you and say, Gift, I'm missing. Oh, I don't know. I want to get to this place. I'm missing. What will be the first question you are going to ask him when you call him? Where are you? Where are you? So where are you is an attempt to know his current location. So the first question you must ask yourself when you want to begin the journey to freedom. This is your destination. You must ask yourself, where am I now? So he asked this guy called Moses, what do you have in your heart? The man asked the woman, he said, what do you have in your house? That thing you have in your house. He said, oh God, the only thing we have is an oil. He said, go and borrow this. That's development. Shut yourself. Borrow vessel, shut that door, and begin to develop that value. Because that thing you call small oil has the ability to pay your bills. Yes. One borrow vessel. One build capacity. Forget what other people are doing. One build capacity. Nobody sees you. Keep killing the players, I'm killing the line. They go live in one they come out and announce it. Let me tell you guys. One asked Pastor. Pastor will tell you that when they were in, before he started ministry, there are times they used to use stick to preach. You pray from this campus. I'm sure that some of you, there are places where you go to pray in this campus, right? Nobody was seeing you, sir. That is you killing the bears and killing the lion. When you know they go, what do you call it? You don't know, say, I don't know, say, please, how to use it. Because they will call it night class. By the time I say night class, you have to understand it's night class again. Cognitive that's why you don't understand what I'm saying. But because I want you to understand, when he said that thing, I quickly picked it. I said, oh, okay. So I'm going to use it so that you guys, are you guys doing that? So that you now receive it more. What I'm doing is I'm breaking the barriers to communication. Mass communication, let me listen. Are you together? Yes, so you are developing. So now, small gifts that you have. He said there is treasure and oil to be desired in the dwelling of the wise. So you will carry that oil, shut yourself, and begin to build capacity. Begin to try. The first time I spoke to 2,000 NYC students, you know what? One day I said that one of the best places in my room is my bathroom. Yes, sir. I will not be like my person. You see,
Do everything there.
So you see, there are 3 keys. People don't know. There are 3 keys. There are 4 principles that you see. So I will sit down there. So the way I'm talking, like the way I'm talking, my back. So I've already been practicing. So I have never been afraid of public speaking. Say stage 5. So when people go, if you ask me a question of public speaking, how do you manage stage 5? The way I manage stage 5 is preparation. Was that not the first time David gets the light? Was he afraid? Because he had gained mastery. So that's why the university days we're supposed to have gained mastery. Because a day will come where they will put you before the governor. It's not that time now to start doing some of you, and I'm like, you're using a lot of filler words. I want to be a mass communicator. And that's what we want to employ you to be the press secretary of the governor. And now come and do so. I'm like, once in 1 minute you have used 12 filler words. You're not an excellent communicator. There's nothing wrong with it. So when you are chatting with people, stop sending them chats, start using voice note. You know what you're doing. You are using them to learn how to communicate better. So you the same voice note. You know what you're doing.
So made the
process.
Made the voice note alone.
School of becoming.
Who shall send me voice note of 3 minutes?
School of becoming. Yeah.
No send me voice note 3 minutes.
So you will want. So if, for example, it's mass communication, so and when you want to build yourself, look for people who are already doing creative things. For example, if you want to be a public speaker, aside what you are hearing, you are monitoring how I'm moving. Are you getting now? How am I able to keep them? People are not sleeping. This guy has been talking for 2 hours. He's not tired. What is the mystery behind this thing? For example, pastors will say that when they watch videos, they're not just watching the video, they're checking. How did you know that? So the power of God is going to move. You know, they will watch, and then they will now start trying the thing. They will not try it in public because there are some failure that becomes fatal in cancer. There are some failure that are destructive. So fail while you are not known. Fail while you are not yet busy. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Now that you're in school, fail. I hope you know that there are some kind of things that Daniel cannot do again. The moment he became an president, you know why? The moment he does those things, he's going to be everybody has said, now there's a president of Delta State University. I get what I'm saying. Because at that stage, that's why I told you, it's not constantly leadership process. Because you know what leadership magnifies your competency or incompetency. You understand what I'm saying? When they put you in leadership position, it magnifies your flaws and magnifies your competence. So if you are not a competent person, leadership, You are confident because leadership is you. I hope I'm making sense. So you start first with discovery, then you now begin to develop. When you want to develop, to make it easy, look for a reference. Who does this thing like you're doing? For some of you that are project managers, or let's say these guys that are doing event, when you go photography and videography, when you go for an event, first thing you're looking at is we have these guys dressed. You look at how they handle their camera. So you are not just going there to learn. You are going there. So what you're doing is that you are creating pictures in your mind. That's how it's called exposure. That's the fastest way to learn. How many sense? Exposure to the right environment. You are developing yourself. So some of you now that you are done with school, every opportunity you have to attend conferences. And let me tell you, I should say this. Some of you, if you want to start, you may not have the energy and the impetus to read books. Just go and look for people like Gifts, Shalom, and the rest. Anybody you see in this conference, if that person is serious, those people are working there. It's the love association will rub off on you. How you know every human being on earth carries a prophetic atmosphere. That's why he says, Saul now a prophet. Saul needed people who was entered into the following of prophets and the prophets. Am I making sense? He said, they that walk in the wise shall be. So if you want to be wise, sometimes you don't need to read the book of wisdom. All you need to do is go and look for wise people and walk with them. Just be in their environment. That wisdom will come up. How do you know what I'm saying? Because the law of digestion says that substances move from a place of higher concentration
to a place of virgin.
That means that when you want to become an eagle, you don't work with chickens. You find people, if you want to become a lion, you don't work with people who are not lions. Just find yourself in the group. That's why you see all those politicians. They like to walk around themselves. You see how those people are playing those things. Go and check all this. God will give me time. Trust him. Wow. Am I not 1 hour? Are you serious? Almost 3. I don't believe say I fit of past that which was 9. And still it was the 1. Okay, let me double promotion. Okay, let me take because you guys have left the door now. Let me take you guys to 100. So you have developed yourself. The next thing is that I like the fact that you have developed yourself. How I told you that money follows value, I mean, and I'm changing to that money now follows what? Yes, productivity for because of value. Good. Well, who has small, don't have big phones now. Small Nokia touch like all those phones. Who has it? All those phones that you can't track. No, it's not a big phone now. All those small phones. Hotel, itel, you have it. Nobody has it in this place. That means I only need to be just. Am I that mean? Okay, I don't want to give me small phone. Like, okay, no, you put on. Give me itel.
Yeah, currently.
No, I can't.
Just after this one, so maybe for the next one and 30
All right,
minutes.
what's it?
No, so don't take over.
All right.
Don't take over. I'll do that.
Okay, no, it's still the same. I want to make it very small. Okay, so this is it now. Assume this is iPhone 17. Okay. I want to sell this phone. This should be iPhone what's it? 12. Okay. So, my life, I believe I was cracked. So, that's what what's this? This is iPhone 12. I want to sell this phone for 300,000. Who buy? Now let us assume Ali is need an iPhone. He's right. 300,000. Who buy? Okay, 200K. Even if you don't like iPhone, I encourage you. You buy my iPhone 200,000.
I will. I will.
All right. I want to sell this phone, this Infinix phone for 2 million naira. Who buy? Do you think this phone is worth 2 million? No. It's not worth 2 million.
Actually, it
But this phone
is.
is it worth 300,000? At least it's worth 300,000. It's not worth. This one is worth 300,000, but this one is not worth 2 million. So recently, this one is worth 3 million. Okay, let's assume this one is worth 200,000. This one is worth, this one, I want to sell it for 2 million. No buy it. So if you understand, I don't buy. Okay. So recently, United States government entered into a partnership deal with Infinite, and it said that anybody who has Infinite phone is going to go on an all-expense paid trip to US. I want to sell this one for 2 million. I will buy.
We can come.
Wait. What was the difference? I wanted to say this one for 2 million before you buy. What was the difference?
The uniqueness of its value.
Yes. New attachment. Yes, the new attachment. What was the new attachment? What do you think going to US will do to you?
A lot.
Check your location. By the time you go there, your Instagram will not show. Do you know what I saw to you? So the money, the 2 million was not following the value. It was not following the uniqueness. It was following the perception.
We didn't enter another round.
So it is what people perceive to be valuable that they cover. For example, now, it is not you that say you are valuable. It is people that see you are valuable. But the question is that they won't say you are valuable until you make them perceive you to be valuable. That will now teach you the discipline. Some of you guys are not careful to think about it. Listen, when you read the book of, he said, "This is my beloved son. Here, in whom I'm well pleased. Here, what was that called? That is an announcement. So it means that even though you are valuable, but if you are not visible, you actually should change yourself. So it means that you must be visible. That's why I say, let your light so shine. Let it so shine. So while you are building your value, from some of you will start picture, go and look for any of this background, start picture. Like, I said, my present, the Lord joining this person, thank you so much. Okay, then go for snap. Post it on Facebook, post it on LinkedIn. Tag your lecturer that was present. I guess what I'm saying. Do you know what you're doing? Because the world is no longer survival of the fittest, it's now survival of the loudest. So even if you are valuable, you have to be visible for men to be voice. Nobody patronizes you when you are hidden. Yes. Yes. So when they were to recommend Joseph, not Joseph, I hope you know, he said, I hope you know that Joseph was valuable, but he was also visible. We will talk about that. He said, my work will speak for itself. Work does not speak for itself. Work does not have. How many of you are in my channel? You have said I posted that thing. Work does not speak for itself. A good product, Madam Siwe, a good product does not market itself. Do you know why most of you know how she is loud about it? Carry your business like that on your head. And they said, Siwe, everywhere you go to, you wear the shirt. You see why when these guys are saying they are Christophobic rebels, you put it at the back like that. Okay, Christoph political. Creative rebel. He is whoever he think he is. And he's announcing it to his word. But if you don't announce it, the word will announce it for you. And you don't want the word to announce it for you.
Oh.
You don't want the word to create a perception about it.
You don't create it for yourself.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So you are intentional with what you post on social media. Those of you that just graduated, I hope you know that there are times where your new CV is not what is called LinkedIn. It's not LinkedIn. They will say, when Facebook says what's on your mind, I hope you know that they are trying to say what's your life about. Because it is the mind that defines the man. As a man thinketh he is. So what is on your mind? Just tell us who you are. So when you go on social media, when you post on Facebook, you don't need to tell me who you are. All I need to see is your social media status. I'm not making sense at all. When I see your post, I already know the kind of person that I don't need to have conversations with you. I'm not making sense at all. Yes. Yesterday, where's the thing? Is he here? He has gone and Destiny, the moment we finish yesterday, you think say I dey well. The moment I call, I don't feel call. I'm close. We say I'm already there. My mind just sweet because you know why? The moment I'm coming down like this, you don't feel catch up. She dey call like this. I come tell her say she go blood you this thing. Blood no put the name of the hotel. Just you know what? The moment he was doing those things, I was so happy because I am valuable. Yes. How did you know this? What are we saying? Imagine I was not visible. Do you know that some of you here now will not be blessed? Because I and him will not know. How did we know, sir? Was it not true with the upgrade? How did upgrade know me? We were just doing our things online. Give me 5 more minutes. Let me teach you another thing again. So that you understand how this connects with this, connects with this. And how all of us now know each other now. The God you get what I'm saying? So that visibility, be loud about what you are doing. Don't take it easy on yourself. Take it easy. You are too young to be taking things easy. If you can do 5 projects at the same time, do it. Don't be saying Agadagba. The guy knows what is for sure. There's a way when you are being chased by a goat, there's a way you run. When you are being chased by a cheetah, there's a way you run. How do you get sense? You run as if today is your last. You run as if today is your last. There are 10 reasons why people will never get jobs in this life. 3 reasons why they will never patronize you. Number 1 is that you don't have visibility. People can't patronize you when they don't see you. That's why Jesus Christ was also announced. This one is my beloved son, where everybody here. Why do you think that pastors, when they are doing meeting, churches of now, the moment the person is, when they move like this, power, the Holy Ghost, okay, let me know. Those people that are praying, when your eyes are open, they don't go and capture you. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
It's the one that they are closing their eye. There's one church like that, you see when they are doing like this. But they hold the wall. Quickly, you see the camera people. They don't go. It's called perception marketing. Perception is what defines reality. So, and the seed for perception is called appearance, visibility. You are intentional with what you put out there. I already know that this why? Because the moment I saw his, listen, the moment I saw his this thing and I saw the things he posted on Instagram, guys is a great guy. Somebody who can connect with. Listen, I want to use this to enter the next system. I hope you know that all I have taught you. Listen, watch this. This is the table of greatness. All I have taught you, both visibility, build your value, build your character. Have I taught you all? We still there's Q&A. Before B, I never got taught 4B yet. Whoever is doing question, ask that question. That's in another series of his own. So, so what am I trying to say? So as I'm becoming visible, I'm becoming visible. People are putting myself out there. You see the problem with the current generation. They are so visible, but they are not valuable. When you are visible and not valuable, do you know what you have done? You have practiced incontent and said a narrative that you are not. So you will not be, this is what I order, this is what I call. Not like David. So I explain. Because what you saw online is so beautiful. By the time you now see physical, I don't make sense at all. So is there anything wrong with visibility? No. But visibility becomes an advantage when you are valuable. So the moment you are valuable, the next thing is to get visible. Loud it. Prove a point. You know what I said? As you see me like this now, that's one of the things that made me one of the best mistakes. One thing that I became 2023, I became crazy on LinkedIn, Facebook, posting everywhere. There are people that do now, Nabraka. The next thing I will do now, how did I get a WhatsApp channel that you were there now when I started a WhatsApp channel now? I said it, you and me. Yes, I said that WhatsApp channel. I just thought, okay, maybe by December they have maybe like 500 people. What was the only him to him be all the glory?
Hallelujah.
That something is already around close to, it's over 800 in just, I opened on the 50 days, it's what, 21, 27, I mean, in just 17 days. You know why? Visibility. If I go any place like this, you see, I can please camera now. The next thing I don't go, whatever, give me this social clips. Because if you are valuable and you're not visible, you are shortchanging yourself. You say you can't light a lamp and put it on that bushel. You can't put it on that bushel. We learned this. We learned it. But let me teach you the other way to learn that. It's called the law of leverage. I hope you know that everything I've taught you guys, let me teach you, to be very honest with you guys, all your personal development journey only will end you at the corridors of greatness. It doesn't bring you into the room of greatness. Do you understand? When it has to do with the table of greatness, you are set for. He said, and Joseph was, and the king sent for Joseph, and he was brought out of his dungeon. See, this is the table of greatness. This is the room of greatness where decisions are made, where power is being broken, where whatever thing that you can think of, this is where it's happening. You are developing yourself. All those things, as good as you are, you only end at the corridor of grace. What your visibility helps you to do is that it helps you to another. I am here, I am here, I am here. You see that this door is not coming. Somebody will have to open the door for you to come in. So you can grow to the top, but it is easier when you are taking to the top. You understand? That will now lead you to the law of leverage. So it means that hard work is not a strategy. I know you are diligent, but somebody must speak for you. It was when this guy, Shalom, I spoke in his event in VI. How did it happen? Somebody and should I say this? See a mentor. Let me use Prof. Prof is your mentor. The least thing he can give you is opportunity, money, and if that's everything you are looking for, you are above men wise. Now, that's our. The next thing he now gives you is now what is called information. He can give you advice, but he will not give you access. Access will take a very long time. Access is going to be very difficult. It was the access that one of Noah's son had to his father's nakedness, that he saw his father's nakedness and went to call his younger brother. When his younger brothers came, what did they do? I mean, his brothers, what did they do? They covered their eyes. You see what they did? They cannot see. Don't have been given access to see. Because when they don't give you access, you give you access to his vulnerability. That makes sense. So the next thing he now, after information, the next thing when it sees your diligence and hunger and honor and humility, it now gives you the next thing after information, which is called access. After access, they now give you the number one thing, which is most probably there, what they do. They can now say, "Oh, this is my beloved son. Delta State University, hear you." Do you know that when the VCM does this, nobody else can control it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, this sense. Politics understand this thing.
Yes, sir.
This is my anointed. So one of the things that gives you visibility faster is when you look at people who are building something great. You look at, so you see those great people you are seeing, they must need to speak for you in that room. If they don't speak for you in that room, don't worry. It will take a very long time. Somebody must endorse you. I can tell you for a fact. I'm very hardworking. I'm good at what I do. But one of the things that brought me to learn that was when I started following people who are authorities in that field. So the moment I began to follow them, what they cannot do is start introducing me to it. So what is big for them, what is small for them, is big for me. Am I making sense now? What is too small for them, they'll say it's too small for me, but let me give it to this capacity. So in that table of greatness, you can grow there, but it is easier when you are taken to that place. I hope you know that Joseph was able to interpret the dream of Pharaoh because somebody else spoke for him. True or false? Let me wrap up with it. The man at the pool of Bethesda, Jesus asked him a question. He said, "Do you want to be made whole?" What was the question? What was the answer again? as no man. He looked at Jesus and said, "Okay, I see you for this that 8 years now I don't make this place. Not be say I lazy. It's not that I'm not diligent. I'm very good. I'm hardworking. I get what I'm saying. I'm hardworking. I'm not lazy. I'm diligent. But you see the problem, the reason why all these people you see are getting old, and me I'm not getting old for 38 years is because I have. So the fact that I left my house to this place shows that I am diligent, shows that I am intellectually sound. When it has to do with everything that has to do with greatness, I have it. The problem is that I have no man to oppose me. So it means that no matter what you are doing, your next level is very dependent. So what you need to do at this your age, start building relationships. Some of you that are doing is build relationships. The reason why I could come and speak for him was because the person who is his mentor is also my boss. He's a senior friend and a mentor. So the moment he said, you know, I just said, first of May, make yourself available. Want to speak for this? That was it. And you know what? Yes, sir. And this is what I'm saying. I'm telling you how. So it was from there I met this lady called Divine, the speaking scientist. From meeting the speaking scientist, let me tell you how I now knew that you were a correct guy. When I saw that you snapped a picture with her, I'm not joking. So you can do all the things you are doing and not to still trust you. The moment I saw her and I saw that this person is somebody I can trust, for this person to be associated, how you know they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So the moment I saw that she associated with this person, the next thing I know that for this guy to be snapping his life, this guy can correct that. That was like I got any solution to this. Because when the one that bought it yesterday, who bought it yesterday? So because it was clean that we said, I would say the Lord cast out. The Lord cast out. It's called visibility. Now I already have a perception about him. He came alone, but this morning he came with him. I already have a perception about this guy already. I see what I'm saying. I used to have a connection is working now. Because I know anybody associated with you has your kind of character, has your kind of mentality. That is why you must audit your relationships. You must audit them. This one, there are some people by the time they see you, those, for example, coffee guys, people that the moment you see that this person is still concerned, you feel like that person is one of them. So when they are looking for people that they want to one whatever, they know that this person is now one of them, and you may just be innocent. You know why? Because of association. So no matter what, so when they are saying, how did you get to Mr. Capacity? It was good endorsement, sir. Endorsement from people who have gone ahead of me. I honored my ways. And sometimes you can go your way, and then you honor and serve your way. I'll wrap up with this. I went to Lagos last year. How many of you know the Omnibus event? Sorry. Omnibus. You know the Omnibus event? Yes. So the Omnibus is a very massive event in Lagos. I'm wrapping up with this. So I went there to go and I took my money, traveled by road, 5-6 hours, really, to Lagos. I don't use we line. And we line. That one, you don't understand. I don't know use all this. And I've seen this to say so. Don't stop saving money to want to go and take flight. Just go. Flight will do for you. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm telling you exactly what you're doing. Give yourself time. You don't want to take flight, nobody. You know the problem. You take flight and realize that the next time you take flight is the next 5 years. But you, when you go, if you are used to entering movie line, let's say you are going to Abuja, you use a my guy, which one they go Abuja? Civilian motor. You stay for inside that. You stay for inside that. See, I'm showing you something. Stay for inside that. I'm digressing because I feel impressed for how to say. You digress, you enter that photo, you have your earpod where you are just playing message of your pastor, maybe Lazarus. Forget what you have inside that 3, 4, 5, 6 hours journey. And just playing those things. Listening. You will sleep, you wake up, you play again. Do you know what I'm doing? If you say the car where you enter, the one where if you afford no AC, no problem. You understand? Enjoy the breeze. Natural sense. Enjoy that natural AC. So somebody will take that one, I'm going to take flight to say you, don't worry you. Because it's not about doing it once. When you do it once, it shows that you just jumped into it. But when you do it consistently, you grow into it. When you do it once, it means you jumped into it. You set a goal to achieve it. How it takes growth to achieve goals? No. You can have your goals, but it takes your growth part to help you to achieve your planned goals. Yes. So you can have a goal that you want to give 10 million naira. But if you have not grown into it, you will get the 10 million, but you cannot replicate it again because you have not grown into it. So people teach goal setting, but they don't teach you growth setting. So let me recommend this book, 15 Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell. Get that. So this guy now enters Steven, whatever name the company is. Now, which company is the best when they have to go the most expensive? Going to Abuja. Is this there, Abi? He said God is good. Okay, which one is the cheapest? Just that. Okay, the other one's going. Okay, Nabraka. Good. Let's say they don't have AC. Maybe they have AC boss, they have executive, they have the one that needs to share. But the one you can afford is the one that there's no AC. You can't say you enjoy the process. No man can do the process. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
So by the time you now enter that level, you are growing. You will now realize that the next time you will now say, okay, let me see money to enter the one that it is AC. Let me say if I pay 20,000 naira, let me pay 30,000 naira this time around. So you save money. Do you know what's happening? By the time you pay 30K, what happens is that you will never go back to that one again. You have grown. Am I making sense? So, but you don't need to go and start. What you just need to do is to grow mentally first. Your body will naturally resist that level. Am I making sense? Your body will naturally resist it. I remember one time I was using one laptop. You see, the laptop I was using because I understand this thing called the law of process. So I will use it or not. There are some of you get to a point you cannot but use a MacBook. It is not pride. There are some of you get to a point where you cannot but fly first class.
Amen.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not. There are some of you who cannot but see trekking. Yeah. So while you are checking, I enjoy it. A time will come when you don't enjoy it. It's called the burden of greatness. Hope you know that there's a level you get to. They can't find you eating in any kind of restaurant.
Yes, sir.
You don't know. They can't find you eating in any kind of place. Yes. They can't find you in saying, for example, now you can't find that just like you wear suit. You can wear suit and climb by. It's a level you get to. Zero, one day. It's okay. It's a level you get to serve. Enjoy it now. While it lasts. By the time we get to, it will be dishonoring if they find you at that level taking back. Even if no matter what, it's dishonor to be what you carry. Am I making sense at all? Let me go to the next step. So by the time you now continue to grow like that, you now see before you know what's happening, you will get to a point. The first time I took flight, I vowed that I will never use my money to pay for flight. I said my value will pay for it. That I will be so valuable that somebody will say, we want to pay your flight for so and so days. And that's how it happened. Without going to people, yes, but I refuse to pay for this. I said, me, my value, I want to be so valuable that someone will say, don't worry, we want to pay for so and so. And when it happened, I just smiled. That's why I can teach you guys these things. Am I making sense at all? So the next thing, like I said, you must look for people who will endorse you. But nobody will just endorse you like that. Nobody endorses you like that. You must be a man of integrity. They will test your loyalty. Am I making sense? If I stop here, I hope I'm blessed. Can I stop here? The story. The story. So when I go to, yes, as I was going to summarize, when I go to Lagos, I carry my money, every line. Go to Lagos, I look for a place to stay in Lagos. Who stays in Lagos? You know there's mainland, there's island.
Yes, sir.
The island is Lagos. The mainland is Lagos. The island is Eko. The difference is massive. The difference is massive.
Can you imagine?
You can't. Data everywhere is important. Africa is important. Korea is important. Uganda is important. Asaba is important. You have everything everywhere. So I was staying in the mainland. And now, you might know the things I never talk about. Yeah. Nobody question and answer. Buy miracle and they will help you. So see what happened. I got there. What did I go to do? Asset management technique 101. My mom, how many of you want to see my wife? Yes. Okay. If you are worried, that things will be very well. Oh, yeah, thank you. So I got there to Lagos. I wanted to go and say, I'm telling you, I was already with capacity. Like I was already good. So it's not pride, by the grace of God. It's not just by the grace of God. I also work hard. But the grace of God maximized. According to my method. Paul said, we agree that this is by the grace of God. He said, the reason why he said, but we labor more than you all. I see now. That's why I labor much. I was saving. So I took myself to Lagos. 6 hours, go to Lagos. I was carrying myself from the mainland to the island. Some of you that say, you know that if you don't leave on time, it takes 1 hour to get from the mainland to the island. I was staying at Agadagba. How do you know that place?
Yes, sir.
Agadagba. So we're going to VR, where Landmark Event Center is.
I have more than 1 hour.
Early morning by 6 o'clock, we're ready. 7 o'clock. So can I be very honest with you? They offered me an opportunity to speak. I told you that. A public speaker is not the person who is crazy about Mike. No. You know what you have. There's no need. If you know yourself, even if they don't put you in front seat, even at the back, the honor is still on you, sir. You know what I'm saying? So they said, come and speak to them. Okay. So they said, so when I got there, they said, okay, come on. They did flyer. I told my mentor, I said, I'm not doing so. Guess what I was doing for 4 days? I didn't network with anybody. I didn't go there to bed. I went there only to go and pack rice for 4 days. 500 bags of rice and water every day for 4 days. This I'm telling you was not 10 years ago. This I'm telling you was last year. Last year. I went there, took my money. It doesn't. When I was 7, I told you that you can start your way to the top of it. Yes. So when I go there, first day, second, another. Where the rice is like you are going to pass the rice at that building and you are bringing it here. So I'm going to add the inside Ghana to go. So we go and carry them, bring them, and I was in charge of mobilizing 4 members. So that food I was packing every day for 4 days. They didn't pay my transport, I took myself to that place with my transport. When I was done, I didn't talk to anybody. My boss, one of my boss, I was volunteering in his organization. He now said, so you're going to be omnipresent. And you didn't connect with anybody, you didn't network, you didn't, as a professional, you're supposed to, because I mean, that's a place to network with people that I was clear on what I wanted. You know what? I was sowing the seed of sales. So while I was doing that, 1 year later, 1 year, this year, unexpected people will become a second captain. Now, last year I went as a volunteer. This 1 year later, I got a business. I want you to go and become a career center of the whole universe. You see the hotel. What is the hotel you pay before? VI. I look at it now. First kind of it. God. You did not do that. When I went there, sir, I didn't go because I wanted to. It was not to show myself. I went there to serve. I was behind the scene. So you must first of all be behind the scene. Let me tell you, some of you great guys, some of you guys here, you think that they are using you, Anytime you grace, being used is part of the very root in the equation of greatness. You have to be used. In fact, being used means you are useful. Am I making sense? So don't ever feel, oh, these people are using me. Who know we just say, this is holding this camera, this is what they use person. You must start changing. It's not about you being using, it's about who you are. 1 year later, email, fly to and fro, we pick up. from hotel to from every day for 4 days. They were taking me from the hotel to the place to look at my life. I said, wow. You know, I went there because a day we come and we go events. And I told myself, one day, this is how people come and volunteer for me for free. I've never hosted, you think that I've been I've never hosted any event, I'm not convener of anything. If I want to convene an event now, photography will not be an issue. Whatever, whatever you can think of will never be an issue. You know why? As soon as you see service. Understand that the world has an investment system. Anything you deposit, you always be better. Do you understand? Yes. Keep showing kindness. Keep serving. Keep doing those things you are doing. It's not about the things you're doing. It's about who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, let me stop here. If I have something to I don't know about this. Thank you so much, God, thank you so much. I'm really grateful. Honestly, I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Yeah.